You're now kicking it with Brother Smalls, and I'm here at the Nashville Palace in Nashville, Tennessee.
How are you?
Hey.
How are you?
Good to see you.
One and only Brother Smalls in there.
How you guys doing?
Goodness. First interview question. Did you miss us?
Oh my gosh. I know.
It really, really has. So good to see you.
So good to see you guys. Wow, these are my sisters. Ah! I'm here with Danica, Devin, and Tree, the beautiful and talented Chapel Hart. Hey, ladies.
Hey!
How y'all doing?
We are doing well. How are you?
Now.
I know it's great. It's great to see you guys. It's been 2 years in the making. It's been 2.5 years in the making.
And it doesn't feel that long. It feels like just yesterday we were like meeting and saying, hey, we need to get together.
Well, you know, the last time we talked, I kind of said something. I said, well, you know, promise me this or promise me that. You got to promise me that it's not going to be 2.5 years.
Look,
Yes.
I think we can promise that.
All right. Y'all heard that in America, right? It's not going to be 2.5 years. Okay, cool.
Look right there.
You guys have been doing this is wonderful. I've been watching you on TV every day. And tell us about that AGT experience. How was that experience?
That experience was absolutely incredible. From the first audition, we got so much love and support from all across the world, and we were just taken back by like, wow. Like, how do these people in Africa even know who we are and all over? And so through the process, we got to meet so many amazing people, and the experience as a whole is just life-changing.
Yeah, no, I think that the AGT experience really taught us so much about ourselves, stuff that we didn't know that we even needed to know about ourselves. And it pushed us to limits that we didn't know that we could even that we can push through and get through. And it ultimately was such an amazing experience.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's almost like pre-game for this next season in our lives, in our career, because like we've grown as individuals, we've grown as like a group, and we've grown, I feel like, from like, you know, just the live shows to like the broadcast on-screen shows that can reach
full production.
Yes,
and
choreography.
Choreography.
And pyrotechnics. They gave us like a little taste of that next level, and we're ready for the whole meal now.
How did you guys deal with like the competition? Like, it seemed when I saw you on screen, it was like you guys had like good rapport with all the different contestants. How was that?
First of all, we are probably the worst competitors ever, because we made friends with everybody, like all of the contestants, the staff, the security, maintenance. We just made friends with everybody. And so
usually we don't condone bullying, but we literally bully people to be our friends.
Yes.
We're like, good morning, how are you? And they were like, it's too early. Like,
and I think a lot of people get that, like, okay, this is a competition. I'm going in to win it all. I'm not here to make friends. And we're like, good morning, sunshine. Like, you look fabulous. Like,
morning, friend.
And they're like, you know, some of them it took a couple days, but by the end, it's we had one big family.
No, you know, that's the Chapel Hart way, though. That's really kind of how you guys get down.
And I think that I feel like I might be jumping deeper, but one of the things that I was talking with someone about it, and I said we kind of on I call it our emotional night in the finals.
Gosh.
But I said we were just ready for the internet to like rip us to shreds. But I'm a firm believer in what you put out, you get back. And we try to put out kindness and be kind to people. And I was so taken back at how many people were so kind, and they were like, you know, maybe it was a rough night, but I'm still voting for Chapel Hart. Yeah. That, you know, if we base it off all the things, so, you know, and it made me think about that throughout the competition. And, you know, it's just that, you know, our goal was to just really put out kindness and to really kind of make the competition feel like a brotherhood and a sisterhood, as opposed to, you know, that kind of stern, like, I'm taking you down. I'm taking you down. We can take each other down, but we can also be, kind and cordial in the process.
That's something that you said, that not taking people down, but lifting people up. Mm-hmm. And actually, the song "American Pride" was all about like lifting people up. Can you talk about that?
That song
took us
down, and so we came out and they played the little clip before, and so we were watching that, and that's when the emotion started, because just thinking about everything we've been through in our entire career, everything we went through during the AGT journey, and then singing American Pride, which I feel like is a song that very well explains the Chapel Hart message, which is we just want to spread love and kindness around the world. And so to get up there and the energy that was in the room, people screaming your name and screaming for you, that it really just got to us all. And like,
that night was so many things.
So many things.
All the things. Like a lot of our family are military and have served and are even active now. And so it was really for us our opportunity to thank them, on one of the biggest platforms in the world. So that also was super emotional.
And then on top of that, they surprised us backstage with our Uncle Craig, who's also like a 20 plus year veteran.
Yes.
And he's always shown so much support. And I feel like as soon as like we stepped on the stage and like you said, the pre-roll and the culmination of all of that, it like kind of like,
I just looked at Danica and I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Literally, the music starts, doom, 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 and we're like, oh, I was like, we don't stand a chance.
I was like, I could feel my voice about to crack. I'm like, no.
I was like, oh, this is it.
Like, I'm just so glad that, like you said, like all of the love and support that we had like throughout the competition up until that point. And I felt like, there were moments like we were like kind of down on ourselves like immediately afterwards, but like you saw the love that came from people online. It's like they really heard our hearts. Like this song of our hearts. And like
I feel like it's one of the longest answers, but I just wanted to say this is that it's so amazing. I think it's so amazing how God works, because we were going on stage and I was kind of, going through all the things in my mind. We're watching the video and when I didn't know what to do. I didn't know which direction to go. I said, you know what, God, let your will be done. You have this, you know what the outcome should be. Let your will be done. And we got out there and just cried through the whole thing. And it was like, and God spoke to me. He was like, I'm going to take what most people will think is one of the most imperfect moments in television, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get the glory out of it. So everybody in America who couldn't understand the lyrics had to go and read. I know that we can do this. Hold hands and step aside. Let love pour out between us. Move the hate and let's just try. And they had to go through and read it, as opposed to just watch it and judge it based off what you were wearing, and nitpick every little thing. But crying through the whole thing, they had to go through and really re-listen to the song. And we had so many people come back and go, it wasn't a great vocal night, but this song is going to change the world. This song is a game changer. This song is, and I was just like, whoa, that's so.
Simon said that, right? Simon said that
yes.
During that night. He said, this is a hit. This is and it is. And it really, really is, American Pride, and really kind of tapping into what makes us great, right?
That's right.
I actually, I made a t-shirt back in the day, said, let's make America greater. Let's make it greater.
Yes.
Let's work together to make it greater. Let's move the needle forward. And
I think a lot of people saw that, because of course there were some people online saying, okay, you played a patriotic song just to kind of, pander towards people. But I really feel like people saw that the song is American Pride, but it's about the pride you have in your fellow man. It's about, disregarding all of the things that make us different, all the preconceived notions we might have about people who didn't come from the same background, the same beliefs, the same anything. And just kind of like you said, just hold hands and step aside. Like we can,
right.
We're all the same. We're all one.
And I think but even to me, I think the super important thing to me is that we watch people online and on YouTube, and they say, I'm from Africa, I'm from New Zealand, I'm from Australia, Nova Scotia, and they were like, I know this song says American pride, but I feel this so hard in my heart. Like, this song is about unity. It was like, they were like, it's super, we're so glad that y'all are so proud of your country, but I hear this song, and even as an Australian, I feel it. This is my song as well, and I'm like, yes, 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 yes. And one of the things that I did love is that one of the comments I saw, like, somebody said, like, I could feel all the love that you all put in that performance, and I hadn't felt love in a long time from anybody. And I said, that's why we do what we do. That was our prayer. That's our prayer before every show. God, let somebody smile from the inside out who hadn't smiled in a long time. We've come from one of the darkest times in history that people were in solitude. People have been alone, and people hadn't had to experience that before. And a lot of people are looking to just smile again, and then they've been through so much loss. And
I don't think people realize how far just being nice goes. Like, just something as simple as telling somebody good morning.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm. That can make a person's entire day, their week, probably their month.
That's right.
Because they've felt unseen by so many people for so long.
No, it's so true. And again, that's the Chapel Hart way. I met you ladies 2 years ago, and we did our first interview 2 years ago. And you guys were doing a benefit concert for musicians affected by the pandemic. I mean, so it was all, it's giving then. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was happening. But you guys said, you know what? We're going to share what we have, to the community. And that was awesome. That was awesome.
I think that's just even more of that just Southern hospitality, that Mississippi hospitalityness in us. It's like, we might not have much, but what little we do have, what platform we do have, we want to use it to help uplift other musicians, because like there are a lot of people during the pandemic, like struggling with mental health, struggling with like so many things. And a lot of musicians who like didn't know what to do, kind of like shut down and I mean, we're a little weird. We're like, well, if this is closed, we're gonna play hopscotch and go here and there and do what we can. But at the same time, like I said, use that platform, use what we have to like uplift as many other people as possible.
Yeah, they didn't make me do it, but America, this is a way that you give the love right back to Chapel Hart. I'm holding one of the girls are back in town, and they actually autograph that CD. So you have to go get the CD and actually get their music and merchandise. Where do people get your merchandise and all of that stuff? Where do people go for that?
You can find our merchandise at chapelhart.com. Go to the shop, check out what we have available, and we're going to be adding more things here in the future as well. And I say you should make all of your friends jealous and make everybody on your block jealous whenever you're wearing your Chapel Hart and blaring your music as loud as it'll go.
And these CDs make great stocking stuffers, so start Christmas shopping early. Come on, get them in.
If you want to be the favorite, get them Chapel Hart.
There you go. People love it. I always tell people, and if you listen to the CD and you don't like it, get it for somebody you don't like. Bless them with it for Christmas. Keep that spirit going. Whatever you do, just get it.
No, it's wonderful, and it's great music. It's just a great music. It's great music. I wanted to ask you, you had all these, people reaching out to you, Dolly Parton, Tanya Tucker. How does it feel to have these country legends, endorse what you're doing? How's that feel?
I think it's so funny because when we started, we were like, we were excited about, making friends with, a lot of the people who are out in country right now. But truly, like, we would go to we found out we got a chance to meet Buddy Jewell, and we were like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, maybe we're just weird in that way, but like, to have Tanya to say,
Oh
like,
my God.
when we saw that video, like, you guys saw the reaction, but it's like, it's the legend. It's the people that we listen to. It's the, you know.
And I think it's kind of confirmation because we've always said we want to bring real country back to country radio. And then the fact that the legends, the icons, the people who made country what it is are the ones who are rallying behind us. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we're not crazy. We're
So
doing
now I don't want to hear anybody online say that's not country music because the queens have already spoken.
Take it
They've
up with
spoken.
Dolly and Daniel.
Right.
You gotta take it up with them.
That's it. And actually, you know, that's another great thing about people being interested in Chapel Hart, because they're being introduced not only to current music, but you know, I was actually looking at Loretta Lynn and how she was such a trailblazer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and one of the things, I mean, it was just amazing. But I wouldn't have done that, right, if it wasn't for you guys. So it kind of like, it cuts both ways. It's just a wonderful thing, you know, that you guys are introducing country music to so many people. How does that feel to kind of be at the fore of actually introducing people, you know, to country music?
It's an honor, I have to say, because I kind of feel like we've become like the unofficial country music ambassadors to like a whole other world of people who didn't even know like how deep it runs. And like you see icons like Dolly Parton, you think of icons like Johnny Cash, and people who are kind of new to the country scene, like, okay, it's like those are country icons, country classics, but they don't realize that just like us, when they started, they were telling Dolly, your dresses are too tight, you're being too revealing. They told Johnny, you cuss too much, you're too this, you're too that. But just them being them and sticking to their guns got them to where they are. And it's kind of just means a lot that they see us doing the same thing and they acknowledge and appreciate it.
And then it means so much more to be able to open up an entire new generation, an entire new, you know, fan base to, you know, what we grew up on, the country music. And I'll just kind of, and I feel like it's like a little door to go, like, to get to know
Check
Chapel
this
Hart
out.
a little bit better. Like,
That's
I want to hear the music they listen to. I want to experience, you know, kind of have those same, like, you know, to get that feel of like what country living feels like. So it is like, it's an honor and it's exciting, you know.
I feel like we went from breaking down the door to becoming the door. Like
That was deep.
Okay.
See, I am the door. Right? Ooh, I am the door.
Oh, wow. No, I mean, when you talk about, you know, introducing people to country, you know, I want to take it back. I want to take it back home. You know, today is day 6. It's day 6. Okay? We still got Chapel Hart Week.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Today is day 6. Okay, Chapel Hart Week, Poplarville, Mississippi, right? How's that feel that, you know, Chapel Hart Week? What? Tell me about it. Come
I
on.
think when we saw that, all of our mouths were just like,
We literally screamed.
it's mind blowing. It's like, we have our own official week. Like, this is an official thing now. And we were just shocked, overjoyed, excited.
And I think to have the week is one thing. You know, we're going to declare it Chapel Hart Week. That's one thing. But there are businesses all over Pearl River County. They've had signs made. They've gotten together. So they, you know what I mean? Like, it's
making special drinks and dishes in honor of Chapel Hart Week. And
You guys have a special meal already in your honor? Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Not yet,
no.
but we
There's-
should.
that probably is like a 2 year in the making
There
to
are a
get
couple
it.
official drinks, but we eat a lot. This
Look,
is gonna have to be like a
that
12-course
is-
meal.
They can be like, "What y'all wearing?" We can tell you in 2 minutes. What we eating? Now that is, it's a layout. It's
I
a
do think we should have
process.
the Chapel Hart combo at Wards.
Yes.
I think we probably know what it would be, like a big one, double,
No,
extra
wait,
chili cheese.
no.
Okay, we're not gonna go
What you
into
don't
it.
want to
We're
do is
not
get them
gonna
to
go
get
into
these two talking about food because your whole it'll turn into the Food Network.
Okay.
That's it. You ain't talking about nothing else.
That's
That'll be
cooking
the
with
next-
Brother
that'll be the
Smalls.
next installment, right?
Yay.
We're gonna have some food.
Come
Let's
on.
do that.
Come
Yes.
on.
Okay. So 2 years ago, we had an interview. You guys were so gracious to give me an interview. Thank you for that again. And during that interview, I brought up the Grand Ole Opry right? And I said, hey, we're believing with you guys, and I'll believe when you guys get there, you're gonna be there. And Tree said, well, I'll see you at the Opry, right? That was 2.5 years ago. And yeah.
I never would have imagined that we would all be here in just 2 short years. But I mean,
I think also
you named it, we claimed it, and here we
you
are
go,
getting ready to go.
I think it also shows the power that words have power. Like people, and then people are like, they ask us like, how do you do? It's like you gotta. Oh my God, it's such a hard journey, and especially like when you're building anything from the ground up. But I think the most important thing is the things that you say to yourself, and the things that even though it doesn't look like it, and it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Sometimes you got to say, "Hey, look, I'll see you at the Opry." Even when you're not even booking gigs in Nashville, you got to say, "I'll see you at the Opry."
Yes.
And so
I like that'll preach. When you playing shows in somebody's backyard, you just say,
Hey,
I'll see you at the Opry.
see you at the stadium show.
Come on.
And so, but yeah, no, but just truly, I think does speak to the power of words. Words have power.
You gotta have that crazy kind of faith whenever.
And you guys have played and performed on so many different stages. Outdoor, indoor, stadium, closet type,
We've done
places,
them all.
right? You've done them all. Tomorrow, right, is the Opry, right? Is your approach the same? Is your approach the same for tomorrow?
I was going to say, I'm going to jump right in.
We gotta go home and start doing some prepping tonight because I don't know. I don't know if America wants another emotional night from Chapel Hart, but I think that's what they're gonna get.
I'm going to say though, I think tomorrow might be better than what we're expecting, because I think we're going to take the Chapel Hart approach as if we were either sitting in one of those doing one of those closet shows where there are 10 people out in front of us, or it's all the things over the years. But I think it's why Chapel Hart fans are, why they're diehard. It's because when you go to the Chapel Hart show, whether it's on a huge stage or a small stage, it feels like, I feel like to us it feels like we are performing in front of our living room of all of our friends from like over college, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends of the family. And that's what the show feels like. And people, I think, feel so connected to that. And so tomorrow for the Opry, we are planning to go in and say, what's up, y'all? Chapel Hart. So, yeah.
I'm excited.
I'll be there front and center.
Come on.
Let's go. Yes.
That's my girls.
Yeah. We spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful. I'm so glad and so proud and appreciative to be here with you during this moment. You've also had so many talks. I've actually kind of, for this interview, I've kind of watched a lot of different interviews that you've, done, and part of me is like, I'm like, you guys have a little silent messaging during interviews. I kind of, see you guys with different questions and, different looks. And it's funny, Devin, you wear, like you wear your emotions.
Ooh, baby, yes, I do.
You do. But actually, when I did the interview last 2 years ago, I asked you guys, can anybody sing country music? Now, Tree said, yeah. She's like, yeah. You should have saw your face. You was like, I don't think so.
It's like whatever her mouth doesn't say, my face is going to say it every time.
And it doesn't help that, like, when I'm just sitting, I automatically look mean. Like, people see me on lives and interviews, they're like, what's her problem? I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm
Send
really
a flare
okay.
if you need help. I'm like,
I don't know how my face looks so, but I don't know.
But for sure.
Yeah, I don't say it, my face will.
That's why
she gets the under the table bump all the time. Like when people ask her stuff, and I have to check out of my peripheral Dev's face and give her.
Dan will be like, Dev, it's your face.
I always get so worried when people say that we're gonna do a blind reaction. I'm like, oh Lord,
Yeah.
Are you sure that's what you want?
It was at AGT. I'm like, do not surprise us with nothing, all right? Because first of all, if it ain't good, you gonna know. And then if it's real good,
You
these
gonna know.
faces are not. It's not the Miss America surprise face.
Oh, not at all.
This bad boy come out like a dragon. It's just straightforward.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Real
dainty
ugly.
about it.
Ugly cry, ugly shocked face.
So,
You know, I heard somebody say that, Devin, you look like Rihanna. And did you get that a lot?
You know, I do. It's either people say I look like Rihanna or Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer has been the most constant one pretty much my entire life.
yes.
And I don't see it. But I mean, I think they're both beautiful, but I just.
You know, I think they're both beautiful, but your beauty's on a class by itself too. So but I can feel you though, because people. I mean, I've been called Chris Rock, Puffy.
Yes! Yes! That is exactly who I was thinking.
Kadeem Hardison from
Oh my God.
Different World. I mean, it's like.
I was thinking P. Diddy. I was sitting. I'm like, he looks like somebody. He looks like somebody. He looks like somebody. And I'm like, you turned to the side and you did something. I'm like,
Sean P. Diddy called.
Is that you?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, hilarious though is that I guess. I mean, I feel like I'd like to trade with you because at least people would just be like, hey, you look like Keke Palmer, you look like Rihanna. But like when people are like, oh my God, it's Lizzo. Like, and then like imagine the heartbreak when you tell somebody it's not. And they just know that it is.
And
Omar.
So I'm that
And they
friend
don't
that
help.
says,
They don't help.
Omar, literally the night that we met you, as we were leaving, we were walking out and this guy was like, that's Lizzo, ain't it? I'm like, no.
I was like, no, I'm so sorry.
And he was like, I know it is. I
And
know
he
it is.
followed us with his phone camera.
He was like, I know that's Lizzo. I'm like,
And so it's one thing for just people like, you look like such and such, and it just, but
it's the confidence, and that's why sometimes I just let it run with it, because like we were somewhere else and they were like, is that Lizzo down there? And we were like, no. She's like, I know you don't want anybody to know. It's like, you know what? Truth hurts.
Well, Tree, for you, you're the next. You're one of the Charlie's Angels, because I hear that you're pretty nice, with your hands, and you can do a little roundhouse kick with your heels on. So, right? No.
Oh yeah, definitely.
she's a psycho.
yeah, it's so funny though. We tell people all the time that we go places, and people are like, we got to line up security, make sure we got personal security in detail. And I said, to be truthful, I don't really feel secure unless Tree's there. And so if Tree's there, we're really all good, because I've seen her almost kick somebody in the head. So I'm like,
And don't let the size fool you.
yeah, no.
I'll eat you out of house and home, and it don't matter if you're 450, I'll still pick you up.
I've
and
seen Tree legit pick up like a 6'5", 425-pound man.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh.
Yeah. So
His manhood went right out the window. Pride and all.
No, I know what it is. I know what it is. So, you guys got a beat. You had the AGT, and you just got a beat, just to kind of relax a little bit before the show. And I saw you guys, I think, Danica, you were asking people questions like, tell me about your life, tell me about your, school, tell me about, you wanted to kind of, is that the way you debrief? Is that the way you kind of like woosah, and relax, just kind of getting into, just other stuff other than music, other than like,
well, I'm nosy, so I just like to know a lot, and I like to know other people's business too. Yeah. But no, it really is, and also, I think connection is everything. Like, I feel like so many artists, they feel so far away, and it's like there's this other world out there that artists live in, and I don't know, maybe we'll be there someday, but for as long as we can help it, we want to know what's going on in your life. Kids are graduating, and also it allows people to feel like they're seen as well. Like
Right.
and also it's just good to have people to celebrate with you.
Because I feel like a lot of people see other individuals as like just extras and side characters in their lives and forget that they're the main character in a whole other story that you don't know about. And I feel like our relationship with our fans have never been one-sided. And, you know, we do interviews, we do all of these things, and people learn so much about us, but we're the kind of people, we're like, how's your mama doing? We heard your dad wasn't feeling good. Tell him we said hello. Tell your niece good morning or tell her happy birthday. And they're like, how do y'all remember that? I was like, well,
I don't know. I think a lot of times when people kind of have what I guess you would say an overnight success, or they go from being smaller artists to bigger, and people like, don't forget where you came from and stuff like that. But I think with us, I don't think we've actually adjusted to people looking at us on a different level now, because we're just like, I think in our minds, we're just regular people still.
We still celebrate We Win Wednesdays, like where we just like we get online, we go live, and we just tell our fans to come in and tell us all the good things going on. And it could be something as small as, you know, I ordered a package and it finally came in. If that's a win for you,
our parallel park,
we want to celebrate
anybody.
There you go.
That's
we want to celebrate. And you know, and I feel like that's the things that we want to hold on to as long as we possibly can. We're kind of getting to that point where like the upper powers that be are like, y'all do not have time. And we're
like, nope, we're
can
gonna
you give
do
us
it.
30 minutes? And they're like, take 30 minutes and go. So for as long as we can, we will. But connection's everything for us, I think.
Wow, connection is everything. And, you know, I've definitely been blessed due to our connection. And, you know, I want to hear more about like what you guys are doing. If there's something that you guys, you know, hey, this is where we're going. I want to be a part of that, you know, and push that. And I brought a gift for you guys. Yeah, this is my first book. I have 2 books out. It's called Tweet, 365 Thought-Provoking Tweaks to Ignite Your Brilliance and Power. And I got one for you. One for you.
Not only did you get us gifts, but you know our hearts. We don't share good. So you bought 3 books.
You know our hearts.
I was just going to say, I need you to sign it.
Oh, look.
Now
And this is why this friendship
Why
is.
you trying to make us cry?
See?
I know what I'm reading before the Opry to do my pregame.
Actually, you might want to read Day 332.
I was just about to ask, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, Day 332. You might
Ah,
want to read
shit.
it. You can read it.
Oh, no, now. Okay.
Sure, let me
I'm
read
not
it.
good with surprises, so I'm reading.
332,
Just
right?
said, let me read it. Y'all can't read
Page
it.
154, class.
All right, follow along with me.
Woo!
Day
Hallelujah.
332.
All right, Day 332 reads, Woo! God, ooh. Getting a no is sometimes a form of protection or set up for promotion. God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Come on, church, y'all better say something.
And it was
That right
funny.
there.
I was just saying this yesterday, just because we've gotten so many no's, like it like turned into notivation.
Yeah.
Those no's
Motivation.
don't. Motivation. You tell me no,
Yeah.
we're gonna figure out a way to
Yeah.
make, and maybe that no is just a not yet. It's setting you
Yeah.
up.
I think we've mastered the art of turning lemons into lemonade at this point.
Yeah, I know. We're a lemonade dealer at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Need your lemonade? Come see us.
I am so
But
happy you got
I
us
love,
this.
I love that, and a lot of times, I love this so much, and even our AGT experience, because a lot of times people say, you know, they'll say like, God, let your will be done, but make sure I win. Like I want to win, but you gotta trust that God knows the bigger picture.
Mhm.
We could be master checker players, but He's the ultimate chess player. It's a different level, and so that's why, like, you know, and even being able to finish in 5th was mind blowing. I was like,
Amazing,
what?
yeah.
It was crazy. I had a lot of people text me like, "Are you okay? Are you fine?" I'm like, "Yes," because in my mind, I knew that, you know, what happened was meant to happen, and God has something else for us. It wasn't meant for us to win AGT for whatever reason. We may not know it yet, but somewhere down the line, we're gonna see it. And we're like, Lord, I see what you were doing.
And even if it's only just to be able to stand in front of a group of kids at a school to say, you don't have to be perfect. We were on national TV, had one of the most imperfect moments. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to finish. And if we had people say, man, like, I love y'all's comeback. Y'all came back the next night and you crushed it. Like, you didn't let it affect you. And you know what I mean? Life's about getting knocked down, but getting right back up. Right. And yeah.
Ooh, yes.
This one right here.
Oh,
I love this
y'all
one right here.
get this.
I want to do all 500 days
Yes.
tonight.
They can get it on Barnes & Noble's online,
Barnes
Amazon
& Noble,
online,
Amazon.
or One Brother Smalls on IG. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I can't wait.
We got to.
Tree, do you have anything else to say? I know you guys got to get to work and get going. Got a big concert tomorrow. Just wanted to ask you guys, is there anything you want to say? And we'll start with Tree.
I would like to say that I think we as a whole, not just Chapel Hart, not just Chapel Hart fans, even the new ones who haven't even discovered us yet, I say we are all on the road to world domination, because world domination is nothing but love. It's just spreading that love, and remember to keep spreading that love everywhere you go, to your garbage man, to your mailman, to the people you see at work every day. I mean, that's...
Be kind to others and be kind to yourself.
That was good.
Thank you. Because I think a lot of times people forget you can be kind to others, but at the same time, you still have to take care of yourself too.
Yeah, we don't give ourselves the same grace by any stretch
No.
of the imagination.
And I know I am guilty of that by, Lord, but
leaps and bounds.
you got to be kind to yourself.
Yep. And I don't know. I feel like there have been so many great things said today, but I guess if I could leave anything, I'd just say we've got a song called I Will Follow, and the entire message is about following your heart. And for anybody wanting to start anything, or anybody goes, oh no, I'm too old, I've had kids, start living your dream. Take that first step, bake that first cookie, bake that pie, sell it for $2 on Facebook Marketplace, whatever you got to do, but start. Mm-hmm. Because dreams are coming true. Dreams do come true. You just got to stay dedicated to it. You got to work hard. You got to feed your passion. And sometimes you got to take that no and turn it into motivation.
You can't get a car down the road if you don't hit the gas.
There you go. Right. So, that's what I say. So it's the power of belief. I think we said it earlier, be careful about the things that you say to yourself and say about yourself, because, hey, there's power in words.
You see this, America? You see this world, right? The beautiful, the talented Chapel Hart. We love you guys so much. We love you guys so much. So excited for tomorrow. And I so appreciate you guys being on the show. Now, one more question. Will you come back on the show?
Yes!
Absolutely.
And in a lot sooner than 2 years.
In less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years, but also it seemed like you promised us food as well.
Yes, so our next...
I like it. Some cooking, and we're going to talk through some recipes and what we like.
Let's do a potluck.
So stay tuned for What's Cooking with Brother Smalls.
I'm going to bring a pot roast to the potluck.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. We'll have a party.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring a fork and an appetite.
Yeah, there you
I'll
go.
bring some food too, but I just mostly want to eat.
So in the family when you can't cook, they tell you bring cups and napkins.
Yes.
Oh, I'm bringing.
You sure I don't need to bring it? Nope, that's it. That's all you need to bring.
Actually, and drinks.
No,
I was like, wait, what?
I gotta give you your props, because
Lottie came a long way.
Once upon a time, Danica almost burned down our grandma's whole kitchen trying to fry some pork chops. But now you got a couple dishes that.
There was this time she almost burned down the house trying to boil eggs and no
All
water.
right. It's so good to talk to y'all again. And
we'll get into those stories on the next
on the next show. This has been amazing. Wasn't that an amazing interview with Chapel Hart? I mean, I love those ladies. They are so genuine. Again, they're going to be playing at the Grand Ole Opry. If you're in the Nashville, Tennessee area, you better get a ticket, all right? It's going to be all the way live, all right? Till the next time, guys, smile and remember, every heartbeat is grace. Cherish life and spread love, y'all. Peace.
Yes! Is that food?
Gotta